All right, let's get into it. Today, we're cranking up the volume on a type of music that is so much more than just a bad attitude and a few loud guitar chords. We're going to talk about punk rock. This loud, fast, kind of angry music that honestly became this incredible voice for anyone who ever felt like they just didn't belong.
Okay, real talk. Have you ever just looked around at the world and thought, none of this makes any sense? Like the rules feel pointless, and it seems like no one's even listening to you?
Yeah, well, that feeling?
That's it. That's the exact spark that lit the fuse for the entire punk movement.
And see, that's the thing. Punk wasn't just noise for the sake of noise. It was a huge reaction. Think about it. Back in the 1970s, you had this whole generation of kids who were just so over the super polished, super complicated rock music that was all over the radio. It felt like it was made by giant corporations, not by real people. So what they do? They decided to make their own thing.
And man, it happened so fast. We're talking the mid-70s, and this feeling just erupted. It's like it happened all at once, in all these different places. It got its start in New York, then just blew up in London, and from there it spread like wildfire over to Los Angeles. It was like this global scream of frustration.
So what exactly were they reacting against? Well, on one side, you've got mainstream rock, right? The songs are long, they're super complicated, everything sounds perfect and polished, and it's all coming from these massive record labels. But then you had punk. The songs were short, simple, kind of messy, and they were literally made by kids in their garages. It was a complete and total rejection of how things were supposed to be.
But it's not enough to just be against something, right? You have to be for something. You have to create your own thing. And that brings us to the actual sound, the sound of rebellion. Let's break down how they made music that sounded so angry and different.
Okay, so if you wanted to build a punk song, what's the recipe? Well, first off, the speed is cranked way up, super fast. Then you get these loud, fuzzy, distorted guitars. The guitar parts, the riffs, they're super simple. So simple anyone could learn them. Throw in some really energetic driving drums and top it all off with vocals that are basically just shouted. And there you go. That's the raw DNA of punk rock.
And this right here, this is maybe the most important part. It was all about energy over perfection. Seriously, nobody in a punk band cared if you hit every single note perfectly. It didn't matter. What mattered was the feeling, the passion, the raw energy of it all. It was about being real, not being flawless.
And they definitely had a lot to say. These lyrics weren't about, dragons or epic love stories. No, they were screaming about real stuff that was happening in the world. Social issues, inequality, being totally fed up with the people in charge. It basically gave a voice to all the frustrations that so many kids were feeling but didn't know how to say.
But punk was never just about what you listened to. It was also about what you looked like. Your style was your statement. Your clothes were basically a protest sign you could wear every single day. It was how you showed everyone what you were about without even opening your mouth.
And the look itself was all about rejecting what was considered normal fashion. So you had ripped-up clothes, maybe held together with safety pins. You had leather jackets plastered with band logos and political slogans. You had brightly colored hair, studs, chains, all of it. It was designed to stand out and make a statement. Kind of ironic, but it was like a uniform for people who hated uniforms.
Okay, so this next idea, honestly, this might be the most important, most powerful idea to come out of the entire punk scene. It's this concept called the DIY ethic. DIY, as in do-it-yourself. And trust me, this simple idea changed everything.
So what does DIY actually mean? It's really simple. It's this core belief that you don't need to be a professional, you don't need a ton of money, you don't need anyone's permission to create something cool. I mean, think about it. You don't need a Hollywood movie studio to start a viral TikTok channel, right? You just need your phone and an idea. That is the punk spirit right there.
And here's how that played out in the real world. The barrier to entry was like nothing. Step 1, learn maybe 3 chords on a guitar. Step 2, write a song about whatever is making you angry. Step 3, record it in a garage. You could even make your own little magazines, they called them fanzines, and put on your own shows. The point was, anyone could do it.
And this whole do-it-yourself idea gave us some of the most legendary bands ever. Over in the US, you had the Ramones, and they were masters of these super short, super fast, high-energy songs. Then you hop over to the UK, and you've got the total chaos of the Sex Pistols. And you have the Clash, who got famous for taking that punk sound and mixing it with these really strong political messages.
Okay, so you might be thinking, this is cool history, but why should I care about a music scene from the 70s? Well, because its echo is everywhere today. Seriously, punk didn't just disappear. It planted these seeds that are still growing and shaping our world right now. I mean, just look at the music you probably listen to. You can totally hear punk's DNA all over the place. That whole rebellious vibe in alternative rock? Yep, that's punk. Those super catchy, high-energy songs in pop punk? That's from punk too. And the crazy speed of hardcore? You got it. It basically rewrote the family tree of modern rock music.
But honestly, it goes way beyond just music. That whole DIY spirit, it is alive and kicking today. It's in every independent artist, every YouTuber, every single creator on TikTok or Instagram who's just building something from their bedroom without waiting for some big company to say it's okay. It's the spirit of anyone who looks at the rules and says, nah, I think I'll do it my way.
So look, if there is only one thing you remember from all of this, let it be this. This is the big one. Punk's most important message is that you have a voice, and you do not need anyone's permission to use it. If you've got something to say, you don't have to wait for a platform. You can go out and build your own.
So I want to leave you with this one last question to think about. If you were to start a band right now, today, in this world, what would you be screaming about? What's the thing that you need to get off your chest?